Following submissions by Josphine Kabura that implicated top officials at National Youth Service for giving out irregular tenders amounting to 1.6 billion shillings, the Public Accounts Committee invited former Devolution Principal Secretary Peter Mangiti to explain how the payments were made.
I was every now and then receiving documents which were not complete. And I would not just rubber stamp because the MTC is there. There are certain basic things that I was looking at before signing. Whenever I find these systemic problems in the system, I would raise the red flag and say, I want you to do this.
Mangiti exonerated himself from the payments, saying some of the irregular procurements at NYS were initiated by former Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru, who dealt directly with the accounting officer at NYS Aden Harakhe without necessarily going through his office. According to the former PS, he could not prevent payments of irregular contracts since the IFMI system does not give the ministry's PS the power to regulate transactions.
It must be noted that in this particular circumstance, it is the Cabinet Secretary who gave this directive during a senior staff meeting held on 18 February 2015, less than a minute end. And if you read that, I was actually not present in that meeting. I was given the signed minutes, the confirmed minutes to act on, among other things. The consulting house was headhunted solely by the Cabinet Secretary. And if I go by the reports, the media reports following the appearance before Mr. Mbunyi before you here, he confirmed that the Cabinet Secretary called him and told him that he had a job to do.
Mangiti also observed that there was no value for money in the construction works tendered by the National Youth Service at a cost of 252 million shillings to Josphine Kabura. MPs grilled the former PS for failing to ensure monies allocated to NYS were used lawfully. The former PS implicated former accounting officer at NYS Aden Harakhe, whom he accused of attempting to interfere with the investigations by trying to delete important details from the system. Having exonerated himself from corruption allegations at NYS and the Ministry of Devolution, former Principal Secretary Peter Mangiti now leaves more questions that will be presented to former Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru when she appears before the Public Accounts Committee tomorrow. Kevin Washira, Channel One News, Parliament.